Hey yo, what is going on? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and in this video we'll be covering the top 10 small forwards in NBA 2K21 Myteam at this point right now. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button down below and comment what your favorite small forward in the game is. About to tell y'all mine, you know, is going to be the Galaxy Opal Elgin Baylor. Just a absolutely beautiful card. So let me know who yours is down in the comment section below. Now when it comes to this top 10 list, remember that we're trying to pick 10 of the best cards and then put them into a rough list. So if you wanted somebody at the number 4 spot to actually be at the number 2 and vice versa, it's okay. Rough list, everybody has their own opinions. Just remember that going into this one. Also, the shooting guards and point guards list will be linked down in the comment section below if you guys did not see them. So just an FYI for everybody wondering. So without further ado, let's get into the number 10 spot, which is going to be from the back-to-back set in Diamond Lamar Odom, who is just an absolute beast. 6'10" at the small forward and power forward is just absolutely wonderful, and you know it's going to be great when you have an overall solid game that doesn't see you having a stat below 75, other than his speed with ball, which is a 74, which is just barely missing that cutoff. And when it comes to everything great about Lamar Odom, I mean, there isn't enough you could actually say about him, but there is one glaring and massive negative, and that is there's no quick first step, or no clamps on my guy. My guy does not get any form of clamps, which his all-around great defensive stats mean nothing when you don't have clamps. So, but, and the other great things about Lamar Odom, we have Pro Touch, we have 12 wonderful, beautiful gold badges, and 19 silver badges. That just help it out in everything. Yep, he's going to be great on all around in defense, other than, you know, the occasional blow that he is going to let because of the no clamps. He's going to be able to shoot great, even though base 11 did get changed and it's not the most amazing thing. And he's going to be able to play make, finish inside, and just get boards and just do everything great for you. You can hide his perimeter defense weaknesses by putting him at the 4, but I still think he can play a great at the small forward if you do know what you're doing and can work around his weaknesses correctly at this point in the year. Coming in at the number 9 spot is a guy from the same exact set back to back, and that is Amethyst Bailey Howell. Bailey Howell is 6'7", so he can obviously play the 3 and the 4 pretty well, although I really would only run him at the 3 because, you know, 6'7" is a little short for a power forward. But Bailey Howell, again, is another one of those cards that we're just really great at everything. 80 standing and driving dunk, 83 point shot, 88 mid-range, really good overall post-game. We have the Trey Burke base, like, come on, you know that's nice. Overall solid defense, really good rebounding. For a power forward, I mean, you kind of need it. And we have overall really good speed. We also have some solid badges, including 1 Hall of Fame being Celery Finisher. We have 16 gold as well, including Intimidator. Like, look at my guy go. A few of these are probably upgraded. Like, I think he only has Silver Hudson Hunter, but we have it gold on here. But he comes with Silver Clamps, which is massive, Silver Green Machine, which is also massive, and then in the upgradable badges section, we can add things like Deadeye and Flexible Release. But the big thing that we need to add to Bailey Howell, no matter who you are and what you do, is going to be Quick First Step, which is a badge that he cannot get. So that's going to be tough, and that's why Bailey Howell is only down here at the number 9 spot. Bailey Howell, with the Trey Burke base and all of the great things that he has, could shoot up the rankings if he just had Quick First Step. But because he has that one glaring weakness, I had to throw him down at number 9 spot. I love this Bailey Howell. He does so many things great for me, but that lack of quick first step really just kills any form of athleticism that you really could have getting to the basket. And that same thing holds true for the guy that we have at the number 8 spot in LeBron James. LeBron James is 6'9". You know he's going to be crazy. His stats are just all around some of the best in the game. 90 driving dunk, 83 3-point shot, and 80 mid-range. Overall, great playmaking. Pretty good defense overall. Now, the perimeter is great. The steal and the block are a little bit lackluster. Good rebounding and really good speed. And the amount of badges that LeBron James has at this point in the year should be illegal. Just way too many. But you can see the big negative that this LeBron James has if we check his upgradable badges section and look at how little you can upgrade. You can't make any of these badges, I think, besides Pogo Stick, go to Hall of Fame. You can barely make any of these badges go gold, and of the ones you can't upgrade, none of them are really ones that matter. Like, you're not going to give LeBron James Box or Rebound Chaser, you're not going to give him Worm or Teardropper. it's just not worth your time. And again, if we were to check all of these badges, not one of them is quick first step. So while LeBron James is going to be great overall at everything, I really just can't warrant putting this LeBron James any higher than number 8 with his lack of quick first step, just because it hurts him way too much. LeBron James's game is getting those blow-bys, getting you the paint, and kicking out to three-point shooters if they're able to stop you and help in the paint. And he really just can't do that as well, lacking quick first step. Coming in at number 7, we have Amethyst Boris Diaw, one of my favorite cards in the entire game. Like, Boris, that's my guy. Boris Diaw is 6'8", can play the 4 and the 3 very, very, very well. And overall, it's just a great card. We can see we have great post game and really everything, which really helps it out against some of those, smaller mismatches at the 3, which is great. We have a good 84 mid-range and an 83 3-point shot with that jump shot 40 or Nicholas Batum base, which is gorgeous. We have a good 85 standing, 75 driving dunk. The playmaking is actually really, really solid, although even with all of the boosts that you could possibly give to Boris Diaw, he is just short of being able to speed boost, which is a little bit tough. The defense is all around pretty good. Nothing great, but nothing bad. But he does have amazing badges that make him feel like a better defender than his stats would suggest. Good rebounding and really good speed. When it comes to Boris Diaw, we have one negligible Hall of Fame badge, and that being Flashy Passer, which obviously ain't too great. We also have 19 gold badges, all of which are actually pretty solid. 12 silver, which are pretty nice. I mean, he's got things like Intimidator and Clamps and Rebound Chaser, just really, really solid. Also Hot Zone Hunter. And then when we go to the upgradable badges section, there are basically key badges that you're going to want to put on this Boris Diaw. Move that Clamps up to gold, move Intimidator up to gold as well, move Hot Zone Hunter up to gold, and then scroll down here nice and easy. And we are going to give my guy really key badges. We're giving him quick first step, that's going up to gold. We're giving him Deadeye, that's also going up to gold. And then we are giving him range extender, which is going to go up as high as you possibly can on a Boris Diaw. And then you have a demigod. Imagine Boris Diaw shooting from 20 or like 5-10 feet from behind the arc. It is just absolutely insane. Boris Diaw can be one of the best cards if you badge him out correctly. His jump shot is absolutely money, one of the easier ones of time in the game. And then if you add range and quick first step onto him, he's actually unstoppable. Boris Diaw, insane card that needs some more respect on his name. Coming in at number 6, we have Diamond Paul George, one of my, again, favorite cards in the game. I love the small forward position so far this year. They actually have killed it with almost all of the ones that they've been dropping. Paul George is 6'9" and really is here because he's one of the best 3 and D options that we have in the game. Just purely shooting some threes on the line because he doesn't have range and playing some really solid defense. We have an 83 3-point shot, a 93 driving dunk with this shoe. Also boosts up his perimeter and speed with ball. Now, there actually are better shoes that you can add to Paul George, which boost his speed with ball, I think perimeter defense, and his 3-point shot. Now, if you can get that shoe, definitely add it to Paul George because it'll make him an absolute demon. But he can speed boost off rip, already has insane defense, so it's not the biggest deal if you can't do that. And then we check out his badges: 2 Hall of Fame, Pogo Stick, and Chase Down Artist, 2 negligible ones for a guy that is at the small forward, if we're being honest. But 16 great gold badges, including Clamps and Pick Dodger Leg. Okay, we see you, PG. And we have 17 silver badges, including Quick First Step, Flexible Release, Hot Zone Hunter, 6 bronzes as well. And then in the upgradable badges section, there aren't too many that I'm like, yes, you need to add to Paul George, but there are some that you can actually use to help him out pretty well. You can upgrade the Green Machine up, the Pickpocket, Hot Zone Hunter, Floor General. I said Floor General, Flexible Release. You can just, upgrade a few things here and there that can definitely help him out. But for the most part, other than a shoe, Paul George has really everything that he needs to already be great. And Paul George's release is one of the easiest to time and get correct in the game so far this year. So I'll definitely pick him up, try him out. He will not disappoint. Coming in at number 5, we have Diamond Kevin Durant, one of the most beautiful cards in the game with that wonderful, wonderful card art. Gorgeous. Now, Kevin Durant is 6'9", just like Paul George, but this is kind of just like an animations thing. KD's jump shot, beautiful timing. His animations, other than the behind the back, personally, I think are better than PG's. And the stats are just, slightly better. 88 mid-range, 88 3-point shot, get 85 driving dunk. We can speed boost, defense, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Now, the thing that may be a little bit weird about this Kevin Durant is somebody added Lob City Finisher on Hall of Fame. to him, which is definitely interesting. But 8 gold badges like Hot Zone Hunter, 14 silver, which help him out really nice, including quick first step, Deadeye, blah, 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 blah. 15 bronze badges, clamps, intimidator, unpluckable, flexible release, and range extender. Now, sadly, most of those badges you actually cannot upgrade, which does suck. You know, if we could give Kevin Durant gold range, it would be over, but they're saving that for a later version of Kevin Durant, which, yeah, I guess makes sense. But you can still upgrade some here and there things to help him out. I'm pretty sure there's a pick dodge, which you can add, really, you know, boost up that defense if you wanted to. Post move lockdown, if you want to run it with the forward, definitely a pretty decent badge to at least consider throwing on there. But Kevin Durant really is just meant to be that guy that you come in and score every single possible point that you can with him. He's an offensive demon, and for me personally, when I was using PG versus Kevin Durant just seemed like that guy that could score with every single time, you know, with ease, whereas PG was more of just like, you know, play defense, come down, hit the occasional 3, maybe more of like a Klay Thompson card. So this Kevin Durant, for me, just slightly edges out Paul George for me personally. Coming in at number 4 is my guy, Dominique Wilkins. This Dominique Wilkins is just an absolute beaut of a card and does not get the respect that he deserves at the 3. Everybody talks about how great he is at the 2, but he can play the small forward just as well. 99 offensive overall is nothing to sleep on. Has a 92 driving layup, a 92 mid-range, 83 3-point shot. The dunking is just absolutely insane. You know, Dominique Wilkins is probably one of the best slashers, if not the best, that you could use in the entire game. We can speed boost off rip. The defense all around pretty solid, good rebounding, a really good speed spawn acceleration. But if I had to recommend you guys the, you know, peak performance Dominique Wilkins, we're going to add that speed with ball shoe, so that way that goes up to an 87. And then we're also going to boost his 3-point shot up to an 86. Whatever else the 3-point shoe has on it, that's up to you onto what you want to do. But for our purposes, we just need that 3-point up and that speed with ball up as well. Then Dominique Wilkins also has 5 Hall of Fame badges, all of which are pretty juicy, if we're being honest. Really help him out in that finishing category. Then we have 25 gold badges as well, including clamps, which I think is silver, but upgrades to gold as well, which is really, really nice. Maybe he does get it on gold, and I'm just tripping. But also has Hot Zone Hunter, Flex Release, Green Machine, all those wonderful things. And then when it's his upgradable badges, there's some huge ones that you got to add onto Dominique Wilkins to really get the most out of this card to put him at this number 4 spot. The first one being quick first step. Obviously, you got to put that on gold. You can put it on gold. You got to. If you have the option, you got to put that on gold. And then range extender also can go up to gold on Dominique Wilkins. So if you have the possibility of doing so, you should. Once you get, you know, quick first step and range on this Dominique Wilkins, it's basically over for your opponent, and he might as well concede or watch you drop 70 right on his down piece for no reason. Dominique Wilkins is just an absolute demon of a card. Coming in at number 3, we have Diamond Giannis Antetokounmpo, who some people, after seeing Dominique, might think that Dominique should be above him, but for me personally, Giannis is just too glitchy. Every single year, Giannis being 6'11" just comes out to show how crazy it is that tall players can be as quick as he is. Because Giannis, I mean, just look at the stats. They don't maybe jump out at you insanely other than his finishing, his insane all-around defense, really good speed, and good rebounding. But oh my lord. Now, this 3-point shoe that the person has put on this Giannis is obviously to boost up that speed with ball to an 86, really help the defense, and driving dunk. Now, personally, what I would add to Giannis would be a 3-point shoe. You can get it up to a 72, and then you can have floor general to get it up to a 76, and then a coach boost to get it up to an 80. And I think that really helps out Giannis in basically everything else, because if you are a threat from 3 with Giannis, everything else in the game is going to come super, super easy to you. On top of that, Giannis has 4 Hall of Fame badges: Contact Finisher, Relentless Finisher, Slithery, and Pogo Stick, which again help him kill it in the paint. And the Pogo Stick helps him just jump up for those rebounds, all those wonderful things, which he does have on gold with Rebound Chaser. And then we have 13 silver badges, including Clance, Intimidator, and all those wonderful things, and 25 bronzes that are just beautiful and help us just be good at everything. Now, Giannis, again, has some badges that are pretty pivotal that you should upgrade, like Hot Zone Hunter. Get that up to gold. Quick First Step, get that up to gold. Get the Clamps up to gold if you can. Intimidator up to gold if you can, and then you're going to have a real cheesy Giannis. But if we're being honest, Giannis really doesn't need all of that wonderful things. You could use the base card and just go absolutely insane, because sometimes he even out-rebounds my centers, which is quite annoying, but he's just that good all around at the game. Coming in at the number 2 spot, you guys knew he was going to be showing up. It is Galaxy Opal Elgin Baylor, one of my favorite cards in the entire game. I said my favorite small forward, but he's slowly becoming one of my favorite cards, period, in 2K21 Myteam, especially because, you know, he's the only Opal that you can get at this point in time. Elgin Baylor is obviously 6'5", which is a bit of a hindrance at the small forward. It's a little undersized, but with Elgin Baylor and the shoe that I did put on him, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, Elgin Baylor is literally just a demigod at everything, like everything. And then with the sort of coach boost that you also get, he can speed boost and has some really good dribbling animations. The only one I'm not really a fan of is his moving behind the back. But with the shoe that we added here, he gets a 83 in his post moves, 93 in his mid-range, and an 88 driving dunk. But the main reason I wanted it was for its defensive purposes. It moves his perimeter up to a 92 and interior defense up to a 92 as well. And then with my coach boost, his perimeter is actually a 95, which is massive. Then Elgin Baylor also has 2 Hall of Fame badges, Acrobat and Fancy Footwork, wonderful badges to have. 28 gold badges as well, which help us out with everything. Dimer, Pickpocket, Pick Dodger, Clamps, Intimidator, Pogo Stick, Contact Finisher, Pro Touch, Quick First Step, Hot Zone Hunter, and Green Machine, all just wonderful ones to have. And then 4 nice silver badges, and if you actually look, Elgin Baylor, with that 92 interior defense, has just as good of interior defense as some centers do. Actually better than some centers. Which means no matter where Elgin is on the floor, he's probably going to be the best defender that you have, and he is just absolutely locked down. He also has the Brook Lopez base, one of the easiest to time and just easiest to green in the entire game. So without a doubt in my mind, this Elgin is easily top 3 in the entire game, especially because he's the only Opal we currently have available to us. And coming in at the number 1 spot, last but certainly not least, is Pink Diamond Paul Pierce. 6'7", 6'10" wingspan, absolutely gorgeous. 3 Hall of Fame badges, catch and shoot, clutch shooter, and tireless shooter. And the main reason that I have this Paul Pierce up above somebody like Elgin is because he has range extender. If I'm being honest, when it comes to defense, I would definitely prefer Elgin. When it comes to purely, you know, finishing at the basket, I definitely would pick Elgin. But when it comes to playmaking and just overall shooting ability, you gotta give it to Paul Pierce. He has Clamps, he has Hot Zone Hunter, Green Machine, Flexible Release, and a Range Extender, all just right at the gate. When it comes to his tendencies, they definitely are a little bit lackluster, obviously. But Paul Pierce's jump shot, again, is absolutely money. He has some really solid dribbling animations, especially the moving behind the back. That's one thing that puts him above Elgin, because Elgin's behind the back is pretty iffy. But Paul Pierce's is beautiful, is money, and it just gives him some great opportunities to score. Let me know what your guys' personal top 10 small forwards list is in the comment section below. How did I do on mine and all of that wonderful stuff? Make sure you guys liked it if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you guys are new. We are on that road to 10K, and I may have a series cooking up on the way, so it's gonna be a fun one. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.